heard from y'all in the organization basically a week ago. And in a week's time, I was on a plane. I was rained out in one city and put on a train. I mean, everything was just done with precision. The attention to me that they paid, you know. Everybody that I saw was a specialist. I saw everybody practically under one roof. How many times can you do that, you know? I saw everybody that I needed to see, and that was a lot of doctors. I had all my films done yesterday. They were all ready today. The fact that I was able to see the doctors today, read the X-rays and MRIs from last night it was really amazing. It was amazing.
So that'll be the solution for the right knee. The left knee, it's more good news because that actually looks pretty good, but it is bothering you.
I have a total right knee that's just gone. We're going to do a total right knee replacement. I've got a shredded left knee. We need to go in and do a scope and some microsurgery on the left knee. Actually, we're trying, which I always called my good knee. It was the knee I used to get up and down, but come to find out that it needs work too. So we're going to work on it first to make it as strong as we can and replace the right knee. And then we're going to do some stuff with my neck that'll probably alleviate a lot of the pain. Every day walking around in these knees only made them worse. Every day taking that many pills only did more damage to my liver or to whatever else inside of me that had to ingest that and break that down and metabolize those pain pills. And every day was another day off my life. When I went to rehab before, they just got me clean, and I walked out of there on the 2 bad knees and bad neck that I walked in there with. So yeah, I addressed the drug problem, but I still had the underlying condition that caused the problem in the first place. In this situation, things are happening so fast that I'm actually having the surgeries and getting clean at the same time, so that the need for the pain pills or whatever is hopefully not gonna be that.
The goal here is simple, is come up with a plan to reduce the pain and take as little medication as necessary, right?
Right.
We want to limit the amount of medication that you have to put into your body to feel, to live a pain-free life.
Right. Frank being a former player, Frank has seen a lot of former players that have done exactly what I've done. Guys that are ashamed or feel guilty or of how they got to where they are at this point. He's dealt with that. And so coming from a former player, it's going to mean more, and I think we're going to be able to make more headway. And I'm really impressed with Frank.
Working with past is a process. It's an evolution, and there's building blocks to it. So we're going to work with you psychologically, physically, mentally, spiritually, and get the whole person healed and whole, where you wake up one day and say, yeah, I feel good.
And that's a key aspect of this program. You're not going to be bogged down in a lot of bureaucracy. We are opening our doors to retired players in need.
The PA has been a very big disappointment. And that's really been unfortunate, because when I played, I really counted on the owners. I really counted on the Players Association. I did a lot of things for both groups when I played. And when it was all over and I put my stuff in a black trash bag and walked out the back door after 10 years and never heard from either group again, it was very disappointing. And when I did reach out to them for help, when it really got to the point to where I needed to reach out to somebody, where I swallowed my pride and said, this is beyond my control now, they weren't there. And there's so many guys out there. We're just a few snowflakes on an iceberg today of what's out there that needs to have their issues addressed. And it's a miracle, and I thank God that I'm one of the first that was able to come up here and experience this. It would have taken me months, if not years, to have all this done, and we did it in less than 48 hours. I came up here thinking that I was the only one And I was the only one out there taking too much pain medication, going over the top too much. That my knees were the worst, and I'm not. I know there's other guys out there that are walking exactly in the shoes that I am, or losing relationships like I am, have angry spouses or family members that are angry with them because of the amount of medication they're taking. They're slurring their words, their eyes are drooping. You know, I know those guys are out there. And to be able to come up here and get all that addressed and have the origin of why you even took the medication in the first place addressed too, having that looked at and taken care of is the incentive that you need to get up here as soon as you can.